Sometimes you need to just create a purchase order for inventory. That will be product that is going to be shipped to you or one of your warehouses, or maybe one of your fulfillment centers. In that case, we're using the standard purchase order object, and well, we'll just walk through it, but you'll see that we're going to use the locations as well. Remember, we created this location, which is, an address for your business, whether it's your headquarters, a warehouse, a fulfillment center, it doesn't really matter. So you'll see how we use that as we create this purchase order. So we will go to purchase orders, and we'll just create new. And again, it's super easy. This is a standard purchase order versus a drop shipment. So we don't have to make any selection there. We don't have to select the PDF template or the email template. That will all get selected for you. Really, you only have to select the vendor, and actually you don't even have to select the vendor contact. So the vendor, and then that's it. Oh, the location. So the vendor and the location. You can put a comment on here. Maybe you're going to have it shipped using your account number or specific shipping instructions. So you can add that there. You can make comments on the PO just like you normally would. Enter project information. We put a number of extra fields here so that you have places to plug things in. And keep in mind that even though it's named project, and it appears on the face of the purchase order, you can change that on the PO to whatever you want it to say. Okay, enough said about that. So we'll go ahead and hit save. So this creates our purchase order, and we can start adding line items to it. Before we do that, I just want to take a look at the PO itself. So remember, we only selected two things, the vendor and our location. And it fills out all of this relevant information. Oh, we selected the PO comment right here. By the way, this drop-down list that I was looking at, that is editable by you. So you can change those fields, that list, to be whatever you want it to be. And if we scroll down here, you'll see here is all the vendor information. By the way, it picked up that vendor contact. How did we do that? Well, it's pretty easy. We are using this extra field on the contact to identify this is the vendor contact, right? So that way I hire a new person, I'm showing them how to do purchase orders. I don't have to explain to them at this particular vendor, this is who you send the PO to. It just automatically is gonna go to that person. Okay, or group of people in this, it's the orders department in this case. All right, so back to the related list, we're just gonna start adding new purchase order lines. So we just hit new, and we can look for a product, Fresh Mint Tic Tacs, and you don't even have to put a cost in there. Whatever cost you've already associated with that item will be the default cost. You can change the cost here if you so choose, but let's just say we're going to order 60 of those, and bulk packaging or something, right? You don't have to put a note. I just wanted to show you that it's possible. Okay. All right, so right away, I've gone ahead and created this purchase order. I only selected the vendor and the location where I'm gonna have it shipped to, and now I've added one line item. Very, very streamlined, very easy. Preview the PDF. This thing's ready to go. Of course, you've already gone through the effort and changed the logo and all the business information up here. Here is where it's going to ship to. Here is the purchase order, line items, and then here is the PO comment. So this thing's ready to go. You hit send PDF, it's gonna go to that purchase order contact. Very straightforward. Oh, you can add anybody that you want to email as well to this list as well. So it's really streamlined, very straightforward, and you'll find that whether you're ordering or you're using the purchase order module for ordering inventory for your facility, or if you're using it to just track costs and you're gonna just send this information to your accounting system, it's flexible and allows you to do either of those two things. And again, in the other video we showed you how to do a purchase order off of a sales order. which provides traceability back to that sales order, back to that order. Again, just using all the underlying tools that Salesforce has, we layered on top of it this purchase order feature, and you can see how seamless and easy it is to use.